about my mother very much. I blamed her for X, Y, and Z. When I was 19 years old, I had to write an essay about depression in an intro to psych class, and you had to do it from someone else's perspective. And so you had to say how the environment and their upbringing, things like that, contribute to the outcomes in their life. And so by writing the essay about my mother's upbringing and how hard she had as an immigrant coming here, getting beat up as a kid, getting made up for not being able to speak the language, all that kind of stuff. She had a tough time. And so it made sense. And when I framed it like that, I was like, maybe she's actually a massive success given where she started. When I went back home for fall break, I remember she said something to me which would normally just like be the beginning of some big fight. And she said the trigger, and I was just like, I understand you. I'm sorry you went through the stuff you went through. We're cool, like you don't anger me anymore. And she just like looked completely shocked and then just like started bawling.
I don't know if any of you are familiar with Alex Hormozi. He's a classic forger archetype within the developmental archetypes. And forgers tend to have a strained relationship with mom, or dad was a bit of a bully, and we've made videos on David Goggins in that light. But largely it's when a kid is propelled into a sense of adulthood a little early, and he develops more of that kind of sympathetic nervous system and develops a lot of sympathetic tone and tends to be more confident in this nervous system. Though it's not to say that he can't enter the parasympathetic or it's gone. It's just that they tend to use it more often than the other archetypes. Alex Hormozi here is talking about how he's had a lot of grief or upset with mom, it sounds like. And if mom was maybe erratic or too harsh, then to him, not just, maybe he could develop it on a conscious level, but mostly on an unconscious level, he's going to have some issue because his unconscious wants to develop the inner feminine. It's supposed to be from mom, develop that inner world, right? And so a forger, though, can be very good at developing the outer world and becoming very successful and getting stuff done and having the admiration of everyone and their respect. But at the end of the day, does he have a deep amount of love, and does he have a fair amount of camaraderie, and does he have just this sense of joy and this inner happiness and peace? And this is what the manifestor in the starlet tend to get a lot of, and they tend to seek adulthood later on, whereas the forger and the whereas they tend to seek childhood later on. And you can see this with Alex Hormozi and Leda Hormozi's videos as of late. They tend to gravitate toward that. So anyway, if you're interested in this kind of psychology stuff, follow my account or subscribe, and glad to have you.